A revolution for me, it's a journey, and mine is music. From Marseille to Paris, to New York or Madrid. A journey is never a straight line. A life of music is a long evolution with many little revolutions. And my first revolution was the discovery of jazz music. And I was born in a family of painters in the south of France. My mother was painter, my father. And in a culture very gypsy and Spanish. And I don't know really why, but my first passion was jazz music, jazz guitar. I was like obsessed by playing bebop, learn the chords, the harmony, the swing. I was working all day long. And I don't really know why, but it was my first alphabet, the licks, the harmony. And I think for me, it was like a passport to share music and to share life. So jazz was my passport. And a revolution is also a learning. And I was 16. I went to Paris to study my guitar, the jazz, and especially the bebop guitar. I was in love with this music, and I was practicing a lot. And in 1982, something very special happened to me. I was to listen an amazing concert of Miles Davis in the Théâtre du Châtelet. And I discovered a new sound, a new energy. I was, wow. There I heard for the first time a more electric jazz, more modern, with Mike Stern on guitar. And the day after, I went in a guitar shop. I bring my old jazz guitar Gibson, and I change against a Fender Stratocaster. And this day, my sound changed, my music changed, and my life changed. I was 21 at this time, and we created the group Sixon, a fusion band with African musicians, great musicians, and we made 10 albums and many tours all over the world. And it was a great part of my life as a musician. And, you know, I'm going to change a little bit my speak, because tonight happened something incredible for me here. Because I speak to you about Mike Stern, which bring the sound of rock in the jazz. But there is another guitar player, huge musician, who 10 years before already was the first to bring the sound of rock and roll in the jazz. And you know what? He's here, in this room, in the audience. Thank you, Mr. John McLaughlin. Please. incredible life is. Because he is in my music. I have many chords that come from him. For me, it's great. Thank you to be here. And I try to continue my story because after I was 30, I had my second revolution, like a revelation. I was. I tell you the story. It was 3 o'clock in the morning, and I was driving my car. I was coming back from a jazz club, the Sunset in Paris, and I was listening to Paco de Lucia. I love it, and it was Solo Quiero Caminar, and I already heard it many times, thousands of times, but right there in my car at 3 o'clock in the morning, I was overwhelmed by the music, and I felt bliss and tears, and something very deep happened to me. And the next morning, I take my telephone, the yellow pages, you know, it's like Google, but in paper, for young people. And I was calling flamenco in France. I was looking for I wanted to learn this music and to understand this music, and it was my second revolution, flamenco. Revolution is shared, and I think all my life I will study this music, and even if I never become a complete flamenco guitar player, I don't mind. I try to bring my sense of harmony and my feeling in this music. And often people are afraid. I know all my friends in jazz music are afraid by flamenco, and all my friends of flamenco are afraid by jazz. It's still two music with a big work. And there is a sentence who say, "Fortune favors the bold," and in my case, it was the creation of my band called Jaleo. It's a kind of mix between Indian music, flamenco music, and my jazz. But also the meeting and the work with Didi Bridgewater, with Claude Nougaro, with the Belgian singer Moran. I want to leave you with that. A revolution is about discovering, learning, and sharing, and not only in music. And if we all decide to share and to learn, then I think everything is possible.